Born Jack Adkisson, the real-life Fritz Von Erich was a massively famous and influential pro wrestler, portraying one of the most reviled heel characters of his era. The wrestling network he founded, World-Class Championship Wrestling, would go on to be one of the most watched television networks in the U.S., with his sons, also pro wrestlers, becoming household names in the 1980s. Tragically, 4 of the 5 Von Erich sons would die at a young age, with 1 lost to illness and a staggering 3 to suicide. The biopic film treats Fritz as a harsh, demanding, and somewhat toxic father to his boys, with his intense pressure contributing to their worsening mental health. However, the film entirely omits one brother, perhaps most tragic of all, Chris Von Erich. Unlike his older brothers Mike, Kerry, Kevin, and David, Chris was a small, sickly young man, standing barely 5 feet tall. He had lifelong brittle bone disease, leading to frequent, agonizing fractures. And still, his father forced him to wrestle, all in a futile attempt to salvage his legacy after 2 of his sons were already dead. Chris would be the second son to die by suicide in 1991, aged 21. By omitting him entirely from the Iron Claw, the movie massively reframes just how toxic and uncaring Fritz Von Erich truly was to his sons. In the classic feel-good sports docudrama, Boone is portrayed as a tough, no-nonsense high school football coach with a highly aggressive attitude towards training his teenage players. Though they initially resent Boone, the movie takes pains to show how his tough love method of coaching is reshaping the ragtag team into true football players, teaching them discipline, motivation, and self-respect. The film concludes with the Titans winning their big championship game, showing that Boone's approach ultimately paid off. In reality, while Herman Boone did lead his high school football team to victory in 1971, arguably due to his extreme coaching methods, the film massively undersells just how brutally Boone treated his players. The real Herman Boone was unceremoniously fired in 1976 for physical, verbal, and emotional abuse of his players, with his 3 assistant coaches all threatening to resign unless Boone was removed. Today, the real man is remembered as a tyrant and the prime example of everything toxic and cruel in American